The First Lady, not too long ago, today, Ed, did something that was unexpected. She talked about Jeffrey Epstein and herself, and I want to play for the audience what she said, and then I want to have you let me know what you know about it on the other side.
The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation.
Now, Ed, I miss many things in a given news day, but I don't recall and I don't remember seeing a lot of chatter about the First Lady and Jeffrey Epstein.
No, Major. In fact, we got word of this last night that she was planning on saying something today. Initially around here, it was thought that this had to do with her ongoing push to reunite Ukrainian children with their families after they'd been kidnapped from Russia. But then indications came to the CBS News pool producers who were shooting this event on behalf of all the television networks that this was going to get a little more personal, perhaps, than previous public statements she'd made on that issue of missing Ukrainian orphans. That got everyone's attention because when they said it could be a personal matter, you know, the thought was, does this have something to do with her health? Does it have something to do with the president? Is it some other project she's taking on? We weren't sure. She comes out and just immediately launches into this denunciation of rumors about any associations with Jeffrey Epstein. Everyone went, where on earth did this come from? There doesn't appear, so far at least, to have been any kind of report coming or book in the works or some other documentary that would try to connect dots. There appears to be only just one email between Melania Trump and Ghislaine Maxwell several years ago in the Epstein files that signals, in its wording at least, a chumminess there, a familiarity with each other. But as she explained today, look, if you're in social circles in New York and Palm Beach and you're Donald and Melania Trump, you're going to run into Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell back in the early 2000s, the late 1990s, as they did. But she said any suggestion that I had anything to do with his child, with his sex trafficking ring, or any of the other allegations that I had a relationship with Epstein are false. And this was the kicker to me, Major. She called on the Republican-controlled Congress to keep this issue up, to keep going, to hold hearings on Epstein and allow the victims to speak out. Well, who's been asking for that but the victims, Democrats, and a handful of Republicans who are already in trouble with this White House on other matters, and in trouble because they keep bringing up the Epstein affair. Now they've got one of the biggest advocates of all, the First Lady, and it's causing headaches in the West Wing we're still accounting for.
Ed O'Keefe, great stuff as always. North Lawn of the White House. Thank you.